Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Shadows of Undrentide, where Vera and Xanos and Colin are on their way to track down some kobolds. Colin's looking a bit, pointy, I suppose. Are you making fun of my 3D model again? It's very unsporting, you know. Anyway, we're going to leave through the gates. Hilltop East. Also, it's saving the game. I should remember to do that much more often. G is the quick save button, I have discovered. After checking the options. What have we here? Don't mind him, my brother don't talk much, especially not today with all the fighting and such. Best talk to you then, Burton.
Yes? Hello?
Ho there, biggin. Careful to watch where you step, as there's halflings about. We tend to get underfoot, so you biggins keep telling me. Biggins? Oh, you know, big folk, tall people, like yourself. No offense. Never you mind with that, brother. These folk seem decent enough. Does your brother have a problem with big folk? Don't you mind him none. He's had a bad day. Well, we all have, actually. Who are you? My name's Furton. And that's my brother Bergen. He doesn't talk much. Mind if I ask you a few questions? You'd probably be better off talking to Catriona. She heads the caravan, you know. But you can ask me whatever you like. What happened here? Same thing that happened everywhere else in Hilltop, looks like. We got attacked by kobolds. Scaly buggers figured they could rob us blind. Yes, brother, I know. We showed them good. Serves them right for underestimating halfling might. So the kobolds didn't rob you? Well, yeah, they did. They didn't get as much as they might have liked, but they got away with some of our supplies. You know, you're right, brother. Hey, friend, if you want to help us out, talk to Catriona. I'll kind of talk to you. Because Catriona's our leader. She's the one that makes all the deals wherever we go. Is there a reward in it for me? I don't know. Catriona makes all our deals, ask her. Have you seen any kobolds leaving town recently? You mean other than the ones we chased out? Yeah, I think so. Tariah said he saw some running down from the north a while ago, went through the gate. What? Is this some kind of halfling caravan then? Not that unusual. No different than any other caravan that comes through here, I bet. Well, okay, it's probably smaller, that's true. You look more like wanderers to me. Maybe so. No reason we can't be merchants at the same time. True. Like my brother says, Biggins always assume we're a bunch of thieves, so trading's the only way to be accepted anywhere. Are you a bunch of thieves? Nah, that's a nasty thing for a Biggin to say. Certainly not. Where are you headed next? East, I think. Across the Anarok Desert. But not until everyone's healed up properly, I think. I've got to go. Alright, fare you well, Biggin. And who are you?
Pleased to see you.
Why, hello there. Such a pretty face, even on a big folk such as yourself. Is a treat to warm the heart on a cold, cold day. Flatterer. Oh, we've only just met, and here you've got and figured me out already. Seems I'm as uncomplicated as halflings come, eh? My name is Tarias. A pleasure to meet you. Might I have the honor of knowing your name? It's Vera. Vera, is it? A beautiful name for a beautiful lady. Tell me when you are finished fraternizing with tiny little men, Vera, so we can get on with the business at hand. Fraternizing, eh? Is the big lug jealous? Jealous of you? How utterly amusing. Yep, jealous, just like I thought. Sad, sad thing. Is there something that Darius might do for you today? Can I ask you a few questions? Well, I would gladly answer questions, dear woman, but I'm sure that Catriona would have my hide. I have to be on watch for more kobolds, you see. More kobolds? There were some other kobolds that came running past well after everything seemed settled. Scared us good, but they ran on south through the gate. I've no idea where they came from or what they were up to. Large group, actually. Does this caravan sell anything? Well, Katrana would tell you that no, it doesn't. At least not at the moment. We came to Hilltop to stock up, and the kobolds made off with a lot. At least they made off with our public goods. We have some private goods, if you know what I mean. Black market stuff. You mean illegal goods? Not necessarily, no. Just goods that might appeal to those of a more subtle nature. The workings to build traps, tools, those sorts of things. Let me see what you have then. Certainly. Just give me but a moment to find what I have. What does he have then? He has a chain of stealth for a lot of money. Padded armor. Studded leather armor. We've got some armor. We've got some leather armor. Which I'm thinking of giving to Xanos. Because I believe Xanos may have leveled up by this point. In which case he'll have a rank in Barbarian. Yes, he has. In which case, we need to buy him a big weapon. And we'll give him some armor. Now, what that will do is give him a small penalty to his casting ability, unfortunately. Because he's wearing armor. But since Vera's the dedicated spellcaster, I don't really think that's going to be a problem. What I will do is, I think I might opt for the studded leather armor. I could get a chain shirt for him, but it's bloody expensive. So I'll get some studded leather armor. I'll sell this leather armor. And let's get him... Oh, the choice of weapons is rubbish. Might have to go back into town and find something for him. Because this is not good at all. What else do they have? Potions. I never did identify that dagger, did I? Identify it. Herc's dagger. A basic but versatile weapon. The dagger consists of a double-edged piercing blade that typically ranges from about... Yeah. 1d4 plus 1 vampiric regeneration. Wow. My friend, you can have that for 100 odd gold. I probably only just paid back what it cost us to identify this stupid thing, but never mind. Yeah. Okay, so... Journal. Keyless kit. This is all good. We can keep this for now. Don't really have much else, do you? Dust of appearance. This fine powder appears to be a very fine, very light metallic dust. A single handful of the substance flung in the air coats surrounding objects, making them visible, even if they're invisible. Yeah, and this is dust of disappearance, which does the opposite. That's something completely and utterly impronounceable. And these are Thieves Tools. I want some Thieves Tools. I will settle for the Thieves Tools +1 instead of the +3, though, because of money reasons. A set of Thieves' Tools include skeleton keys, long metal picks, and assorted other tools that are used in conjunction with the open lock skill to aid in the chances of success. Gives us it's a +1. And yeah, that's useful for me unlocking things, which I will have to do occasionally. Again, probably should have taken Dorna with us, because she's an actual rogue. But, when have I ever played games properly, eh? I much prefer to do it the wrong way, because it's often the fun way. Okay. Now then. Inventory. Xanos, you will now wear this. And in addition, I will find you some sort of... Oh, what's this? Xanos' braces. +1 AC. Plus Constitution +1. Huh. Well, anyway. Need to find you a weapon that's not a tiny dagger. So we're going back to town! Gonna go to the smith. The annoying smith. Makes terrible jokes. Yes, that smith. Over there.
Hail and well met.
Right. Reaction is favorable, at least. Okay. A battle axe would be a good idea, I think. There are other weapons, though. Although I believe something like a double axe would require exotic. Feature martial. I think. Yeah, it's exotic. A great axe we could give you, Xanos. 58 gold. It's not cheap, but I will get you a great axe. Enjoy. You are now barbarian sorcerer Xanos. Let's see, what's your arcane spell failure? It's 20%, which is not brilliant. But like I said, we're not really relying on him for, you know, spells anymore. That's Vera's job. We want Xanos the Barbarian. Who still thinks it's a sorcerer. Let's see. I'm wondering...
What do you want?
I want you to use your Barbarian Rage. Well, not right now, though. I want to change your tactics. Stay close. Go ahead and attack as soon as you see enemies, I suppose, yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So, onwards. Xanos, what is it about stay close did you not understand?
Xanos was not listening. What is it you want?
Oh, never mind.
Rira, why do you suffer this complete idiot with you instead when you could have taken Donna instead?
I don't know. Because I don't like Donna. I don't trust her, okay? That's all.
Why don't you trust her? I mean, she's only a sneaky rogue that probably has lockpicked your own room from time to time and read the contents of your journal and everything in your chest and, you know, and who has a mysterious backstory that she doesn't intend to share with anyone, and, yes, I see your point.
Yes, exactly, Colin. Now, can we go, please?
Yes, fine.
Alright, so... I believe we wish to go south, since that's where they said the kobolds went. However, I also want to talk to this Catriana woman before we go any further.
Is there something you need? I don't have time to chat. My mates here need tending to, as I'm sure you could plainly see.
Why not see a cleric? A few healing spells and they'd be fine. No doubt. I'm sure whatever big folk cleric they have here in Hilltop is busy enough with his own people. Besides, I haven't the coin to pay for spells. Who are you? The name's Catriana. I lead the caravan. Why? Who are you? My name is Vera Blake, apprentice to Master Drogon. That's so, dwarven wizard, right? I remember him. He's come to give me messages to take on to other towns sometimes. Pays handsomely.
Xanos seems to recall Master Drogon mentioning these little merchants. They have been coming through this town for many years.
For generations, actually. Something like a family trading group we follow. Very well then, Vera Blake, apprentice to Master Drogon. What is it exactly that you needed from me? Mind if I ask you some questions? If you make it quick. Have you seen any kobolds pass by lately?
You mean since the ones that robbed us ran off?
No, sorry. I've been busy here. However, maybe you should talk to Tarias or Furton. They've been on watch. You said you lead this caravan. I did, as my grandfather before me and his mother before him. Why? Something odd about that? So what kind of caravan is this? Well, we trade, mostly, moving from town to town around the Silver Marches. Occasionally we'll range further west, but not since the plague in Neverwinter. We're wanderers for the most part, but I dare say we do well enough as merchants that we're welcome most anywhere. Also, don't mind the fact that my outfit is malfunctioning slightly. It just does that from time to time when I'm stressed. Oh, okay. I mean, I was going to ask. It does look a bit odd. Yeah, no, it's a halfling thing. Yeah, it's totally normal. If you say so. Do you have anything to sell? Not at the moment. We came to Hilltop to get supplies, and the kobolds took off with much of what we'd stored. Sad day, isn't it? Where are you off to next? I'm thinking we'll try crossing the Anarok Desert. There's goods out east that'll bring a grand price when we head back this way. I have other questions. As you wish. What happened here? Attacked by kobolds, naturally. Seems obvious enough, doesn't it? They came out of nowhere and tried to rob us. Are you positive it wasn't the townsfolk who tried to throw a bunch of ragamuffin Vistani out of the village? Not at all. I'm very certain it was the kobolds. I'm not so certain how the locals feel about rude half-orcs, however. They didn't get away with anything important. Well, that's not true, exactly. They took Dashnaya's cards, sadly. Who is this Dashnaya? A fortune teller. She makes a bit of coin at the towns we stop at. Her family's been using those cards for generations. It's a sad day that we've lost them. More awkward pause. If you get the chance, we'd sure appreciate getting those cards back. We'd even reward you. Not that I expect much. I bet those kobolds are long gone. Does anyone know where those kobolds went? Tyrus might. He followed them after a bit. He followed them a bit when they ran off. Maybe you should talk to him. Yeah, I already have. I should go. Right then. Fare you well. You, Yes, you... Good luck with you and your strange clothes that move by themselves. Let's just go. Okay. So yes, I believe we want to go south. That's where he said they went, so... South we go. Who's this?
Salutations.
An ill wind accompanies this ill-fated day. And does this blasted cold ever end? How can civilization possibly exist in such a tormented landscape?
I couldn't agree more.
Yes, it must be hard to cast your spells when your fingers are numb from the frigid air. Not a lot of magic uses in a small village like this, so you must be Vera the Sorcerer. I suppose small villages must brag about any potential hero, though I would have thought they would wait until you graduated from this school you have attended.
How do you know that?
I overheard a conversation at the town hall described you in fair detail. Apparently there are those who feel that you will continue on Drogon's legacy as an adventurer. I thought it might be worth getting a look at you before I left town. Perhaps we could talk about something of mutual benefit.
What do you mean by that?
My name is Zarin, and I'm a wizard of Thay. And quite honestly, if that admission is not enough to make you turn around and walk away, then I would say we're off to a great start.
I would hear more before I judge you.
The very attitude I was desperately hoping to find. I've been met only with prejudice and an unforgiving lack of courtesy. My good mistress, Lady Dimitra Flass, Tharkion of Eltabar, has been working very hard to end the strife within Thay, as well as the costly and detrimental wars between Thay and her neighbours.
That sounds awfully noble.
Please, do not mistake her goals as being altruistic. Thavians crave two main things in life, gold and power. Part of her plan is to show the other rulers of our country how much can be gained through peace. Thay has begun to set up magical enclaves in cities throughout Ferren. These enclaves sell magical items of various sorts to anyone with sufficient gold. So far, the enclaves have been very successful, and Lady Flass has gained much prestige.
Why would you come to such a small village?
You must understand that normally we only set up an enclave in large cities, where commerce is strong and profits are high. Unfortunately, we've had a very difficult time getting permission from local lords and rulers in the northwest. I'm afraid our reputation precedes us. Your mayor is short-sighted and refuses to allow me to set up an enclave in Hilltop. Our goal was to prove our worth here in the Silver Marches, then expand once trust is earned. As one of Drogon's students, you command some respect around here. I hoped you might be willing to convince the mayor that my presence would only be a benefit here.
How much is this worth to you?
I can afford to pay you 100 gold. I would imagine that in a small village like this, that would be enough to buy you a small farm, and possibly the farmer too.
That's not enough.
That is all I can afford. If you will not do this, I shall simply move on to the next village, and then the next, until I find someone willing to listen to reason. I know that the weather up here is frightfully cold, but certain there must be someone left whose wits have not been fully frozen.
I have no interest in helping you.
That is unfortunate. To have invested so much time here with no results will make my mistress very angry. The disgust for you and your people that we Thavians hold appears to be well founded. When the day comes that Saz Tam and his armies prevail over my mistress and her commerce, then you shall rue this day, apologies, this day and the mistake you made.
Awkward pause.
I leave behind the stench of this village and its intolerant attitude.
Well, he seemed quite full of himself, even by your standards, Xanos.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Let's just go.
Right, so, out through the gates to the south. Greetings, Vera. You're not thinking of heading beyond the wall, are you? With all them kobolds out there.
I have no choice. I need to find those kobolds.
You're going to go look for them? Well, that's a switch. At any rate, if you're going out there, be careful. There's no telling what you'll encounter on the road this time of year.
Yes, indeed. No telling.
Thank you for visiting Hilltop, a community that cares. If you say so.
Mr. Sign. Okay. Ooh, it's a deer.
Typically docile in nature, these wild, skittish herbivores gather in small groupings that scatter quickly when threatened. It's a rock poking out some stuff. That's a very fearless deer, is it not?
You're very lucky that in this game I don't need to hunt you for any of your furs or meat.
Vera, you do realize that you can't talk to animals. I'm a special case.
Yes, shut up, Colin.
And we have a small river, which isn't actually frozen over. You'd almost think it would be, but it's not. We go into the river. Well, we can actually, it's not that deep. In fact, there's an entrance thing there. It's not, I wouldn't call it a door, but you know what I mean. What have we here? A bear. Near death, neutral, challenge rating moderate. More aggressive and carnivorous than the smaller black bear, brown bears are commonly considered to be very bad-tempered and territorial. Vera, we should stay away from the brown bear. I think that would be a very good idea.
But it looks like it's hurt.
Just stay away from the brown bear, Vera. Please, just leave it alone. Trust me.
I agree with the talking cat. I think we should leave the brown bear alone. I don't care. I want to help it.
Special abilities. No, I'd rather not taunt the bear. That would be a very bad idea.
Let's use a healer's kit.
Heal success.
I don't think it worked.
No, it didn't. You're not very good at healing, are you?
Fine. I suppose we'd better go. I might just make it angry.
We failed to heal the bear, and I am not willing to waste another healing kit on trying to heal the bear. We could go through there, or we could go up here. Let's go through there. I don't know why. I just feel like going through here first. We popped out here. It's another deer. Oh, we can't go there. Ooh, you notice some tracks in the snow.
Ooh. These tracks are from some kind of deer. You can't tell how fresh the tracks are. Oh. Well, that's great. If only we were a ranger, eh? Okay, well, let's go this way. Oh, hello.
I greet you.
I greet you, friend. Come and warm yourself by my fire. It is a cold day, and the road, as you can see, is more dangerous than usual. More dangerous than you think? Hand over your belongings now. No. Thank you. I appreciate the hospitality. I would gladly break bread with you, but I am short on supplies at the moment. Still, I'm glad for the company. It has been a long and tedious winter's day for me. Now, what brings a human woman such as yourself to these parts? You are from the village of Hilltop, I take it. I'm looking for a group of kobolds that attacked Hilltop, actually. Ah, I see. In that case, you have both good and bad luck. The kobolds passed by on this very road. As you can see, however, they met an ambush. Oh. Yes. Yes, you're right. I can see. I was nearby and watched the entire event as it occurred. I can tell you what I saw if you wish. Yes, tell me what happened. A group of gnolls leapt out from the forest, taking the kobolds by surprise. They exchanged words, but I could not hear clearly. I believe the gnolls were demanding something. Regardless, it was obvious that the kobolds were not about to comply. They fought, but the gnolls had the obvious advantage.
So, did the gnolls kill them all, or what? Dalzanos!
Some of the kobolds ran towards the Elven Crypt, I believe, while a larger group fled north towards the mountains. What did the gnolls do after the battle? They looted what corpses remained, of course, and took a group of surviving kobolds prisoner and headed east. Where do you think they were going? I am unsure. Perhaps they turned south and entered the high forest. I am told that there are several gnoll caves there. You didn't intervene or chase after them? Why would I? Kobolds and gnolls are both evil creatures. Let them slaughter each other, and if that is their desire. It is too bad they did not wipe each other out. Humph. Do your elven types not simply intervene in the business of others out of force of habit? At any rate, hunting these creatures is not why I'm here. I just happened to witness the event, that is all. Did you see anything else? As a matter of fact, I believe I saw a single kobold come out of the Elven Crypt not long ago. He seemed skittish and frightened, perhaps a messenger or a lone survivor. Did you see where that one went? He headed east, strangely. I would have thought he would go north, towards the mountains. East lies the human village of Blumberg. Why would he go there? Perhaps he was confused, I cannot say. If the kobold showed his face in the human village, however, I doubt that he still lives. Tell me about this Elven Crypt. It is the burial place for the elven warriors of Askelhorn from long ago. It is a shameful tale of our people, and therefore the crypt lies forgotten. Leave it to the elves to build something only to forget it. If the kobolds did indeed enter within, they will not last long. Better that they had remained without and died at the hands of the gnolls. I am surprised that the haunting voices that echo through the crypt did not drive them out immediately. I have some other questions. Of course. What do you wish to ask? Would you tell me the story behind the Elven Crypt? I suppose it would be of no harm to tell you a little of the tale, even though you are not of elven blood yourself. That crypt belongs to the warriors of Askelhorn, the capital and crown jewel of the ancient elven nation of Erlan. No doubt you have never heard of such a place. It fell into ruin long ago. You see, when its rulers became jealous of the power of man, they sought out dark arts to give them power, and so in so doing destroyed themselves. This crypt, this is the last that remains of their honored dead. Honored dead? Shouldn't the crypt be in better shape then? Perhaps. It is a past we would rather forget, however, if not the lesson it taught us. This crypt was built by my own people, you see, to honor those warriors of Askelhorn who turned to fight against the evil of its rulers. They were traitors to their own land, but did what needed to be done. It is the last of Askelhorn that stands. A bitter tale, to be true. If the elves have abandoned this place, perhaps they will not mind if we help ourselves to its treasures, eh? We can deal with any protections. Ah, but I would speak no more of it. Enter the crypt for yourself if you wish to pay your respects, but be wary. I noticed some unusual deer tracks nearby. Do you know anything of them? Truly, then you are more than you seem. Those tracks belong to the elusive Shadowheart, my quarry, and the reason I am hunting in these foothills. Shadowheart? Indeed, it is a rare and wonderful beast, white as the snow all around us, and possessing the unique ability to vanish into the winds. I am loath to kill such a magnificent beast, but I simply must have its horns. They are part of the only cure for an illness my wife has contracted, I'm afraid. Oh, doesn't it seem wrong to kill one thing to save another? I'm not a druid. How does one hunt a beast who disappears? It does not vanish entirely. Indeed, if you've ever seen a blink dog, the Shadowheart moves very similarly. It teleports short distances. I must apologize. For some reason today, I just can't speak in complete sentences. Oh, don't worry about that. I think it's the narrator's fault.
What's the narrator?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. Just do please continue.
Okay, well, it teleports short distances away in order to flee. This does not make it impossible to hunt, but it does make it very difficult. Still, I have no choice. I must have those horns or perish in the attempt.
Who are you?
My name is Fern Valiantheart, Ranger and Arcane Archer of the High Forest, Wood Elves, at your service.
Arcane Archer?
Indeed. I am one of a select few who have dedicated ourselves to the mastery of the bow, combining magic and archery into one discipline. It is a path that is close to your kind, I am afraid, though I mean no disrespect to the bowmanship skills of your race.
Well, what can you tell me about this area?
There is not much to tell. These are the foothills of the Nether Mountains, and the road you are on leads eastward to the human village of Blumberg. There are trails that lead higher into the mountains up north. The Nether Mountains are home to kobolds and orcs, best beware. To the south of here lies the edge of the High Forest, a dangerous place to travel if you are unfamiliar with it.
Tell me what happened here.
I was nearby and happened to see a group of kobolds fleeing from the direction of Hilltop. As you can see, they met with an ambush.
Yeah,
Other questions?
That's it. I should go.
Very well. It was good to meet you, friend. Another time, perhaps.
Right.
Okay. Well, good luck hunting your Shadowheart. Was that it? Shadowheart? I think so.
Why are all the animals magical? Shadowhearts and blink dogs and...
Many of the creatures died in this battle, but I cannot tell the way it ended, nor what became of the survivors.
Yes, well, we already know that. The elf told us. We have anything to loot.
Maybe. By examining the bodies, it seems obvious to you that the kobolds and gnolls fought each other here, although who attacked whom and why are a mystery. You're fairly sure that the gnolls won the battle. Gnolls, as you can see, are very big. Well, very big compared to kobolds. They're much bigger, in fact. This would be the tomb. Okay. Oh, yeah, there are indeed whispering voices and stuff coming from it. Zara, do we have to go into the tomb?
Colin, why are you hiding behind that rock?
No reason. I just don't really want to go into the tomb. Can we please not go into the tomb?
But the kobolds are in there, Colin. We need to go and find them. They might have the artifacts.
But do we have to? You know, could we not just wait and see if they come out?
No, Colin. We're going into the tomb.
Oh, fine. I don't want to go into the tomb.